Hi, I'm Mrs. McDermott, and welcome to the Meadow Middle School Student Newscast. I'd like to send it to Alec and Quincy with our top news stories of the day. Boys?
Hello, I'm Alec, and I'm Quincy. And here are the top news stories of the day. Kevin L., an 8th grader at Meadow Hill Middle School, won the Meadow Hill Geography Bee and is now going to the State Geography Bee. Kevin L. had to take a written test. He mailed it to the officials and waited several weeks to find out if he qualified for state. Kevin said he didn't know if he was going to state until people started congratulating him. The principal announced his big achievement over the loudspeaker, but Kevin didn't hear himself. If Kevin is successful at the state spelling bee, he will head to Washington, D.C. Well, that's very interesting. What do you got for us today, Quincy?
That sounds good. Well, I got on Friday, March 30th and Saturday, March 31st, there will be a powwow at Big Sky High School. The honoring our youth powwow's grand entry will be at 7 p.m. on Friday. Come enjoy dancing and music and fun music.
Well, that sounds like an extremely awesome opportunity.
It does.
I think people should be encouraged to go to that.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to Mason over there.
Hi, I'm Mason Woods, and I'm a wrestler at Meadow Hill Middle School. Wrestlers have meets every Thursday. We've had 3 meets so far. Our first meet was at C.S. Porter. Our second meet was at Washington Middle School, and our third meet was yesterday at Meadow Hill. Our fourth meet is at Sentinel High School, where we will be having All City. And at All City, if you lose 2 matches, you're disqualified and you can't compete anymore. Back to you,
Okay.
Brian.
I went and saw the movie The Lorax by Dr. Seuss, and it came out on Friday, March 2nd. I'd rate this movie at a 4 out of 5. The movie was about a kid named Ted who wanted to get a real living tree for this girl named Audrey, who said she will marry anyone who can get one for her. So his grandmother told him about this guy named the Onceler, who is the only one who knows how to get a tree. So it shows a flashback on his past and how he killed all the trees. But all he wants to do now is replant the tree so that everyone can see their true beauty. Now to you.
Thanks. A new student teacher, Casey Donahue, arrived at Meadow Hill Middle School on January 23rd. She's working with Mrs. Dernberger in the computer lab. Miss Donahue is a student from the University of Montana. Miss Donahue says she loves to help kids and feels like sharing her knowledge is the best way to help them. Before coming to Missoula, she lived in Kalispell. This is where her high school teacher encouraged her to become a teacher. We are so happy to have such a wonderful and positive student teacher here at Meadow Hill Middle School. And back to Alexis for more news.
The end of the quarter is March 23rd. For many Meadow Hill students, this means a new elective class. Since the end of the quarter is near, make sure to keep your grades up and turn all your assignments in. Back to Lily with more news.
That sounds really interesting. Well, I have a review of the book The Summoning. The Summoning is a book by Kelly Armstrong. It is the first book of the Darkest Power series. It is a book about the main character named Chloe Saunders who sees ghosts. People thought she had lost her mind, so they put her in a house for special people called Lyle House. She finds out that everyone else in the house has supernatural powers. Derek is a werewolf, Simon is a wizard, Tori is a witch, and Liz has telekinetic powers. She finds out that her and her friends were in a science experiment to make their supernatural powers safer, but it just made their powers uncontrollable. Now Chloe and her friends are planning an escape. This book is suspenseful and mysterious. I recommend this book for everyone.
That's very interesting, Lily. And in other news, books are for sale from March 24th to 29th at the Meadow Hill Middle School Library. The goal is to raise money to buy more books. Students, parents, and teachers are all welcome to the event. Miss Galehouse will be hosting the event. There will also be posters and all kinds of stuff, including pencils and erasers. Yeah. Now back to you, Maya.
Summit Cheer went to a national competition in Anaheim, California. Our junior team got third place out of 14 teams in our division. This competition has over 50 teams from all over, and it is very competitive. We also went to Disneyland, and we stayed at Disney all day long. We went at 8 a.m. and left at midnight. We saw so many Disney characters. California was very fun, and we were all super excited that we did so good. Back to Andrew and Keely with more news.
Hello, I'm Andrew Charney. Baseball and softball are right around the corner. Do you like baseball or softball?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're in luck. You can go sign up at Kids Crossing, right off of Paxson near Southgate Mall. Just ask Ginger. It's not too late to sign up. You better hurry because spots on the team are filling up. It only costs $70 for one child.
That sounds very neat, Andrew. Do you know what else is right around the corner? Travel, baseball, and softball. Some teams have been practicing all winter, and some even since last season ended, but some are just starting. Travel teams are kids that travel around Montana and even out of Montana to play the sport they love. Travel ball starts in mid-April and ends at the beginning of August. Some teams for softball are the Bitterroot Sparks, Missoula Avalanche, and Lady Osprey. The cost is around $200, but it's worth it.
Pretty well.
Back to Sam for more news.
Hey guys, spring break is coming up. Yes, it's coming up, and it's coming up fast. It will be May 30th to April 8th. There is a lot of things that people could do on spring break, like playing sports or going to the YMCA to go swimming, rock climbing, or to the batting cages, or bowling alley, or going to the movies to watch movies, or they can go to Splash Montana. Back to you.
Thanks, Sam. I'm excited for spring break, too. Hi, I'm Tizzy.
I'm Kayla.
And we're reading a story about the Missoula Thunder. The Missoula Thunder is a 7th grade girls basketball team. This team consists of girls from all around Missoula. They play from September to March. Just recently, they played in Kalispell and got 3rd place. Their last tournament is this weekend here in Missoula.
Wow, that's cool. Their first game is at 9 at Loyola's Rock. They play Polson. It just so happens that we're on the team, and we would really be happy if you came to cheer us on. Basketball is a great sport, and we all love playing together.
Now, that's all the time we have today.
All right, let's all come back here and say goodbye, everybody. Thanks so much for
Thank
watching.
you.
Go Mustangs! Have a great weekend. Just keep waving. Hey. Hi, my name is Mrs. McDermott, and I'd like to introduce you to the Meadow Hill Middle School 7th grade journalism newscast. I'd like to send it over to Maya and Chloe with our top news stories of the day. Girls?
Thank you, Miss McDermott. On Tuesday, February 7th, there was a math counts competition at the University of Montana. Sterling Erwing, Maddie Brunkart, and John Rudiger placed in the top 15th out of 100 other people. They qualified for the state competition in Bozeman. Math Counts is a competition where the best people from each school practice and go to compete for scholarships at nationals. Nationals are held in Orlando, Florida later this year. This year, the Mustangs got 2nd at country, losing to Washington Middle School, who got 1st. Chloe?
Sounds good, Maya. Last month, Meadow Hill Middle School held their annual spelling bee. Congratulations to the winners, Mariah Millhouse, Megan Cady, Zoe Beck, Tanner Garrett, and Brianna Gusky. The county spelling bee was held at Sentinel High School on March 1st. Back to John with another news story.
Thanks, girls. Nathan W., a Meadow Hill student, won a 5-pound chocolate bar. He won it by selling the most chocolate, 139 boxes. There were a lot of people going for that chocolate bar, but nobody got close to Nathan. The 2nd and 3rd place people sold 71 and 61 boxes. Now to Ezra and Izzy.
Hi, my name is Isabella. There's a new school policy. If you have a fever over 98.6, you have to go home. A student at Meadow Hill Middle School said she was sent down to the office and they took her temperature and was sent home because it was 99.5. Also, you can't have medicine at school without a doctor note and a parent brings it in its original container. If you have an illness or an infection, or if you are a threat to the students or staff, the health provider has permission to send you home. Now to Ezra.
Sounds good, Tizzy. Miss Patty is a para-educator in the life skills class at Meadow Hill Middle School. She is very interesting, so I wanted to ask her some things about herself. She is from Holland, which is in the Netherlands. She lived there for 11 years until she moved to British Columbia, Canada, to the town of Sparwood. Mrs. Patty has one daughter. Her name is Billie Jean, and her husband's name is Terry. Now to you, Lily.
Thanks, Ezra and Izzy. Miss Jody, a para-educator in the life skills room at Meadow Hill, is very excited. She is excited because she is going to be a grandma for the first time. Her daughter Jennifer and her fiance Jason are expecting their first son due on May 2nd. The new baby's name will be Wyatt Neal Thompson. Miss Jody will be having a baby shower on March 24th at her home. She has been planning for the last 2 months for this event. Keely and Dustin.
That was very cool, Lily. Mrs. O'Reilly, a new teacher at Meadow Hill Middle School, has been teaching for 9 years. Her favorite class to teach is language arts. She has 2 dogs and 1 cat. She says she loves our school, our staff, and our students. After college, she went to be a diplomat, and then she became a teacher after she went to school again. Now, Dustin, I hear you have a game review?
Mm-hmm. And the game is called Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
That sounds like a pretty cool game.
It is. The object of the game is to save your friend Zelda, and then, while on your journey, you figure out that you have to save the whole world. And you can play many different Legend of Zelda games on all kinds of every different system.
Very cool. Now back to Sam.
Thanks, Keely. On March 15th, 39 students had the Red Robin to celebrate earning a 4.0. These Meadow Hill Hours honor roll students received straight A's for the first and second quarter. Miss Hendricks began this new translation last year when she became the principal. Back to you.
Well, that's all the time that we have for this newscast. Let's all say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Go Mustangs! Woo! See you next time.